Hey everyone, my name is Daniel, and in this video, we're going to go over the Microsoft Agent licenses, but at a 100 level. Because here's what happens. Every time you go down the path of building a Microsoft Agent, one of the first questions that you get asked is, hey, what is the license model? Specifically, is this a per agent license or a per user level license? So by the end of this video, I want to accomplish three things. First, help you understand which of these agentic paths has what license model. Once again, user level or agent level. Second, put a smile on your face because you'll be pleasantly surprised for some of these agentic paths, you might already have the license for that. And third, a recent license name change has occurred and you need to be aware of that as well. So stick around, this video is important for everyone. But first, here's my intro video. So let's get started. Now, if you're not familiar with any of these Microsoft Copilot agents, then I highly recommend you go watch this video of Shane Young called Microsoft Copilot Agents. Because in a span of 20 minutes, he does a really good job covering each of these agent options that Microsoft has to provide. All right, so now let's jump into my part of this video, which is covering the license options that comes along with these agents. So the best way for me to explain this to you about each of the licenses model for the agents is to show it in two parts. One is what is the license required for the maker/agent and also for the end users. Because for each of these four different agents over here, it does boil down to these two. So let's start with the first one, which is Microsoft Agent Builder. Now, as far as the maker goes, yes, the maker does require a license, and it is both of these. The icon on the left is your general Microsoft 365 license, and that could be your enterprise license or even your business license. But in addition to that, you also need a Microsoft 365 Copilot license. So it is not one or the other, it is both. You need both of these licenses specifically for the maker who is building the agent. But the interesting thing is that even the end users definitely need a license, but they also need both of those. Again, not either of them, but they need both of them. They will need a Microsoft 365 license. Again, it could be an enterprise one or a business one, but in addition, they also need the Microsoft 365 Copilot. Now, as far as the Microsoft 365 Copilot goes, even the PayG, the pay as you go, that model will also work. But at the end of the day, you will need that Microsoft 365 Copilot license as well. Next is the SharePoint Agents. And what's neat is that it is also very similar to Microsoft 365 Agent Builder. The maker does need the license, and that again is a combination of the M365 license and the Microsoft 365 Copilot. The same requirement is there for the end user as well. Needs the Microsoft 365, in addition, also requires the Microsoft 365 Copilot. And the PayG model works over here on the SharePoint Agents as well. Now, I deliberately kept these two on the top just to get you warmed up because next is Copilot Studio, and that is where things get very interesting. So let's start peeling the license layers over here. So the first thing over here is as far as the maker and the agent goes, yes, there is an agentic level option over here. And the only thing that we need is for the makers or the agent builders, they need to have the Microsoft Copilot Studio user license. Therefore, on the Microsoft 365 Copilot icon you see over there, I went and put in a little text user because literally there is a user level license. Now, what's neat is that that license is free. And depending on how you've gone ahead and got your licenses for your company, you just got to make sure that enough of those user licenses are also assigned to you. So just make sure you have enough of those licenses. Once again, they are absolutely free, but your makers will need that license assigned to them. Now, another option over here is the Microsoft 365 Copilot license. If your makers have the Microsoft 365 Copilot license, then that is enough for them to build these custom agents in Copilot Studio as well. And I will cover that more in the next slide, but it's important for you to know that in this scenario, it is either or. You can go with the Microsoft Copilot Studio user license or not and, or you can also work with the Microsoft 365 Copilot license. So keep in mind, we are here still at the maker and agent level for the Copilot Studio. Because on the end user, again, I've put yes and no because it all depends. It all depends on how the maker has built it. If the maker went ahead and used only the Copilot Studio user license, then in that case, the end user doesn't need any additional license. Now, yes, the end user does need a Microsoft 365 license, whether it's the business or the enterprise, for their other day-to-day work, right? SharePoint, emails, Teams, for other day-to-day work. But as far as the agent, if the maker went ahead and created the agent with user licenses, with all the message consumptions over there, then the end user does not need a specific license. However, for that Copilot Studio's custom agent, if it was built with Microsoft 365 Copilot, then yes, the end users will also need a Microsoft 365 Copilot license. And that is in addition to their Microsoft 365. And this will make more sense to you in the next slide because I'm really going to deep dive on the Copilot Studio side. But this is basically the overall for the Copilot Studio. And over here it gets interesting because again, it all depends on what the maker has done and which license model he or she adopted with. And finally, for the Azure AI Foundry, it's actually a lot easier. The maker doesn't need a user level license. However, the agent does, and it's all based on the Azure subscription model. Therefore, I went and put my Azure icon over here. That is how the licensing works for Azure AI Foundry. It's all based on the subscription model. So if your wheels are turning, you guessed it, for the end users, there is absolutely no specific license required. Why? There is absolutely no specific license the end users need to use the agent built on Azure AI Foundry because all of that happens from the subscription model. Now, the users will still need a Microsoft 365 license because that's how they get access to the tenant to do all the other stuff. So that basic license remains the same, but as you can see, they don't need the Microsoft 365 Copilot license because all of the licensing stuff for Azure Foundry is managed at the agent level. All right, so what I want to do next is further deep dive in that Copilot Studio license. So once again, the maker of the agent in Copilot Studio does require a Copilot Studio user license, but that user license is free. Therefore, I went and put that free text right over there. You still need that license available in your tenant, but that Copilot Studio user license is absolutely free. But now I also have this table over here to show all the features, the billing rates, and the scenarios in Copilot Studio, and also the new option, which is autonomous agents. Like for each of them, there are the different licensing options. So let me cover these two important things first, is the license options that you have available for Copilot Studio. And there's actually two of them. There is the per tenant, per month agent license, and then there's also the payee, the pay as you go. So if you buy the Copilot Studio agent license, the sticker price, which is the out-of-the-box price, is $200 per tenant per month. And what that gives you, 25,000 Copilot credits. Well, wait a minute, Danny, you just said credits. What is that? And that is the new announcement that was there. I deliberately did that because all the things in the past, we kept saying messages. Microsoft has just announced in September that they are transferring that terminology of messages over into credits. That is the big announcements. Now, how I digested that and what are my thoughts about that, I'll talk about that at the end. But that was the big announcements. Every time we were saying messages, that is now changed to credits. So once again, as far as the Copilot Studio licenses, there are two options. There is the $200 per tenant per month, and what it does is it gives you 25,000 of those Copilot credits. The second option is pay as you go. For that one, it is 1 cent per Copilot credit. Now, I've done a whole video on this specific topic. If you want to further double click on what these credits are and the consumptions and everything, go watch that video. However, I'm also going to give you an overview over here. Now, keep in mind that any of these agents that you make, you've got the options to go ahead and deploy those agents either in Teams, in SharePoint, and in Microsoft 365 Copilot. And that is very important for you to know because remember, in the previous slide deck, I said that you can go ahead and use your Microsoft 365 Copilot to create Microsoft Copilot Studio custom agents. However, the biggest catch over here is that that agent can only be deployed to each of these three services. It can only work in Teams, it can only work in SharePoint, and it can only work in Microsoft 365 Copilot. If you want to build an agent which is say available on your company website to the public, then your Microsoft 365 Copilot license will not work. You will have to buy a Copilot Studio license separately for those scenarios. All right, so regardless of the scenarios, let's go about these features. And these are the different features available. These features are basically the answer type that the agent gives based on the questions that you have. So right on the top, you have classic, generative, agent actions, tenant graph grounding, and every time you hear that tenant graph grounding, you should immediately think about SharePoint, because SharePoint access is tenant graph grounding, agent flows per 100, agent flow actions for every 100 calls, and then there's 3 different models for the AI tools, and each of them have a different billing rate. Again, on this one, I've done a whole separate video to deep dive on what these features are. But over here, I'm going to focus on the billing rate. So for the first one, for the classic answer, the billing rate is 1 credit consumption. Anytime your agent will respond in a classic answer format, it will consume 1 credit. But there is no charge if you are using a Microsoft 365 Copilot license. And as far as the autonomous agents goes, this functionality of classic answer is not even available. So nothing to worry about that. But the second one for the generative answers, well, the billing rate is 2 credits if you are using a separate Microsoft Copilot Studio license. But again, if you're coming from the Microsoft 365 Copilot license, then there is no charge over here. But for an autonomous agent, this will also consume 2 credits. For the agent action, the credit consumption is 5. For the autonomous triggers, it's also 5. Again, if you're coming down from a custom Copilot Studio agent using that licenses. However, if your license is from a Microsoft 365 Copilot, again, no charge over there. Tenant graph grounding has always been on a higher amount, and yes, it still stays to 10 credit consumption if you're building a conversational agent with Copilot Studio, or if you're building an autonomous agent with Copilot Studio. For both of them, it is consumption of 10 credits. But for M365 Copilot license, again, no charge. Do you see a theme going on over here? I'll talk about that more at the end. Agent flow actions per 100 calls, it is 13 credits. Either you're having a conversation or autonomously. That is a lot. And then for the next 3 types of text and generative AI tools, this is the different rate. For just the basic one, you are only consuming 1 credit. For standard ones, it's 15 credits. And for the premium one, it is 100 credits. And that works both for the conversational agent and the autonomous agent. But all of the Microsoft 365 Copilot, there is no charge over there. Is it making more sense over here? And do you see a theme that is going on over here? If you go down the licensing path of Copilot Studios and buying agent licenses, then you've got to watch this credit consumption closely. However, for the users who already have the Microsoft 365 Copilot, there is absolutely no charge. So next, let's take a look at Azure AI Foundry. I already showed you this, that the maker or the agent builder doesn't need a license, but the end user also doesn't need a license. All you need is your Azure subscription model. That has been there from the beginning for other Azure services. It applies over here for the Azure AI Foundry. But there's a few other things I want to talk about over here. Remember when we talked about in the Copilot Studio side, over there it's all about credit consumption. And based on which type of conversation you're having, the credit consumption is different. What credit means over there, it's over here, it's called as tokens. But the tokens that you are offered over here is way higher than the number of credits that you are offered in Copilot Studio side. Because remember over there, if you go and buy a agent license, you get 25,000 credits. Over here, the tokens assigned to you are in the millions. And to give you an idea, I've actually taken 3 of these examples over here. You are familiar with these models, the O4 Mini, the GPT 4.0. These were available in the Copilot Studio side as well. Also, there is the GPT-5, the new one. So check out that column in between, because this pricing is all based on 1 million tokens. And as you can see, it does vary based on the model. So on the top, the O4 Mini, its input and consumption is $1.10. However, if you go all the way to the bottom, the GPT-5, well, it has bumped up a little bit. It's $1.25. And GPT-4.1, well, its input was for $2. Now I know some of these numbers can be a little confusing, and that's because it's a whole separate topic altogether. But the key takeaway I want you to show over here is the two things. You do not have a maker or a user level license. It's all based on the agent level license. And over here, it's all based on Azure subscription. Here, we use tokens, not credits. But the token amounts that you get is much higher. Not like the 25,000 that you actually receive on the Copilot Studio site. Over here, we are talking millions. So once again, the name change that occurred was the terminology messages to Copilot Credits. And this announcement came on September 1st of 2025, which is only 6 days ago. Here is the Microsoft documentation, and I've taken that and put it in the link below over here. It specifically says that starting on September 1st, the common currency for agents changed from messages to Copilot Credits. Keep in mind, it is Copilot Credits. It's not just credits. So when I saw this, one of my first reaction was consistency. And you know why? Because we were already using the term credits specifically on the AI Builder site. And it says over here, the capacity is measured in terms of AI Builder credits. Granted, over here it's AI Builder credits. Over here it is called as the Copilot credits. But the term credits is consistent now across the agent building on the Copilot Studio side and on the AI Builder side. So at least that part sat well with me, that there was consistency of credits across the two different things. But keep in mind, the term credits is only inside the Power Platform stratosphere of Microsoft. Because I just showed you on the Azure AI Foundry, it is called as tokens. Tokens is a terminology that you will see in other language model providers. If you go to OpenAI and take an example over there, you will see tokens used. So the term credit over here is still not consistent across entire Microsoft. Credits is very much only in the Power Platform side. So in conclusion, I want to revisit this Microsoft 365 Copilot license. Because I know upfront that license sounds very expensive because the sticker price is $30 per user per month. But take a look at this scenario. As agents are getting more and more popular in your company, in order to build a custom one from scratch, you will have to have any of these licenses. Either you go and buy that $20 one, which only gives you 25,000 Copilot credits, or you go down the pay-G path. But it is going to cost you something. It is going to go ahead and consume of all of these Copilot credits that you have. However, if your users, your end users have the Microsoft 365 Copilot license, then to use these agents, there is no charge. There is no additional cost. Which means, yes, you just take care of these licenses for everyone and you do not have to worry about credit consumption or any of these license assignments for the agent makers. Everybody can have that license. Everybody can create. Everybody can build. So hopefully the side-by-side comparison really lets you see the power of Microsoft 365 Copilot license, because not only is it useful for all your other Microsoft 365 apps like Words and Documents, it will take care of all your future costs for even utilizing custom agents built in Copilot Studio. Hopefully this table shows you the additional advantage of having the Microsoft 365 Copilot license. And as always, keep building agents across all of Microsoft 365 agentic services. Hey, if you have a few seconds, can you click on that like button and even consider subscribing it? Because it's just 2 easy clicks for you, but boy, it makes a big difference for me. Also, if you don't mind, can you put in a comment below? Because that really boosts this video up to reach a higher audience. And once again, thank you for watching this video.